Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Looks like we got some beer mail from Nate. This is the second package Nate has sent to me. And Nate, thanks again, brother, for sending this next package. I enjoyed everything that you sent the last time. You can get some really tasty stuff out there where you're at. Alright, the first one is a can. And he's got it wrapped up very well and got it in a Ziploc baggie for extra protection. And got a little note taped to this one. 3 to 4 weeks old. Just started distribution in Denver. This is Black IPA Sanitas, Sanitas. Sanitas or Sanitas. Sanitas is how it's pronounced, I think. I'm pretty sure. Sanitas Brewing Company. Hoppy Dark, Boulder, Colorado. Like he said, it's 3 or 4 weeks old. They evidently are not dating the cans yet, so they need to do that. So we'll know how old it is. But this is their Black IPA, a dark IPA dripping with hops. Brewed and canned by Sanitas Brewing in Boulder, Colorado. I like black IPAs, so that ought to be really tasty. Alright, let's see what else is in here. Now, this looks like a big can here. 16 ouncer. A lot of good breweries out in Colorado. I'm going to be heading that way in a couple months. New release, about 2 weeks old. And this is River North Brewery. This is their IPA, Red Hoppy Portable. And this is 6% alcohol by volume. Don't let the name fool you. This is no ordinary IPA. It's Belgian infused, hop forward, crimson hued India Pale Ale like no other. Even better, it's canned and ready for your next adventure. Cheers, come check us out. Come check out our tap room next time you're in Denver. And like he got 2 weeks old on this one, and then there is no date on the bottom of the can either, so they need to do the same thing. They need to get their little dating operation machine going and get them on the cans, because guys, if you know how I feel about dating, these guys, I don't know what their distribution is, and if they just started canning or if they just started brewing. If it is, it's probably not like it is out there as it is here. Sometimes when these cans get to the craft beer store, they sit there. Especially if people have never heard of them, or they're something that they're not familiar with. They let them sit there, and the craft brew stores will not pull those cans. They paid to get those beer there. It's not like you're going to the grocery store, and those guys that control the distribution regulate shelf space, and they pull the older stuff, and but it's not that way at the smaller craft beer stores, the little mom and pop stores. When they buy those beers, they belong to them, so that no stock is rotated out or any of that, or shelf space is controlled. It's controlled by the owner of the store. So once he pays for that, he really don't want to throw it away. But the hot tip there is to rotate your stock and move the older stuff forward, and once it gets close to its best buy date, mark it down, you know. Get that stuff out of there before it sits there on the shelf, especially an IPA for a year or a year and a half. Dennis just called me from Florida and said he's seen some IPAs on shelf, either Total Wine or Lucas Liquor, that was a year and a half old, and it was an IPA. I'm going, I'll just let that damn thing sit and tell the guys about that. You can't have an IPA that sits on a shelf for a year and a half. you're going to be disappointed when you buy it and open that can, and you're probably not going to want to buy either from that store again or that particular beer again. So it's a lose-lose situation for the consumer and the brewery and the beer store. So, all right, so this is purchased at the Brewery Fresh. So he's got a note on this one. And this is Pikes Peak Brewery. This is their Elephant Rock IPA. And this is in a big 16-ounce can. And I don't understand why these guys are not dating their stuff. I mean, unless the stuff is just flying off the shelf, why they wouldn't have that dating on there, especially on an IPA. So, Nate, I feel sorry for you guys that's getting all these great canned beers, and you know how fresh they are, 2 weeks and fresh at the brewery and stuff. But I mean, this stuff sits on the shelf around here if it ain't got a date on it, because nobody knows how old it is. So that's not a good thing as far as I'm concerned. But I do appreciate getting my hands on some of this stuff and you knowing how fresh it is. So, all right, guys, the next one in the box here, it looks like he sent a big box of canned beer here. So let's see what we got here. We'll get rid of all this packaging stuff over there. And this is in a Ziploc also. And this is a little 12-ounce can, and he's got a note: unique lager released in late April. So, Kurtz Mile High Vienna Lager brewed with Novo coffee. And it has no dating on it either. So I'm kind of disappointed that all those craft breweries in Colorado are not stepping up to the plate on these canned beers and putting a date on it. So Vienna Lager brewed with Novo coffee. And it is a 5.8% alcohol by volume. I've not had any of these guys, so probably ought to leave some of these stickers on there so I'll know how old it is. I think I'll put it right back on there. And that way I'll know too when I do the review. And I'll have an idea of how old it is because I knew when this box arrived. Alright, let's see what we got here. The next one in the box here. Another 12-ounce can. This is no note on this one, and no date on it either. Hammer and Sickle Russian Imperial Stout, Renegade Brewing Company. And it's got Renegade written up right here, and then the brewing company's written upside down. Well, I wonder what's up with that. That's very unique and interesting. Hammer and Sickle. Offensively delicious. Although Russian inherited this beer is an American craft beer representing the spirit of independence revolution. Let characteristics of roast and hops balanced with dark crystal malt engulf your mouth with flavor as you ponder your own personal coup. Since the paycheck won't fill up that hollow for a renegade, so crack open that can and enjoy because you can. Best enjoyed in the company of good friends. And it's a Renegade Brewing Company, and they're also out of Denver, Colorado. So no note on this one. So I mean, and I don't see an ABV listed on the can, so we'll have to look that up to figure out how big of a. No, here it is on the side. 9% alcohol by volume. So this is a 9%er. Let me set that up on there where y'all can see that. Hammer and Sickle from Renegade. Alright. The next one. Another can. Big box here from Nate. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. we'll get these things in the fridge and get them chilled down. I know these IPAs are, in my personal opinion, guys, they're better in the can. It's like a mini keg. No light can get to it. It's not going to skunk. So, it's a good deal. Alright, this is wine, either Wynkoop or Winecoop Brewing, W-Y-N-K-O-O-P. This is the Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout. I'm a big fan. I don't like oysters, but I do like oyster stout. Stout brewed with, stout brewed with bull testicles. Ooh, they shouldn't have wrote that on the can. Even smaller batch series, 7.5% alcohol by volume. This was, according to the note that Nate put on here, was released on April 1st, 2014. So, put that up there where y'all can see it. Put this up there where y'all can see it. So that's what we've gotten out of the box so far. Let's see what else is in here. Now we're getting into the bottle. This is the bottle here. And I need a bigger table, don't I? I don't know if I'm going to be able to slide this out of it. Yeah. Maybe not. This is Shake Chocolate Porter. Bold out of Colorado. Porter with natural flavors added. Alcohol is 5.9% by volume. Boulder beer. Our twist on a traditional, robust American porter, Shake Chocolate Porter, is black in color with rich, dark chocolate aromatics and flavors and subtle coffee-like notes. This unique brew blends 5 different grains, including chocolate wheat, that along with cocoa nibs create a devilishly delicious chocolate finish with a velvety mouthfeel. Boulder Beer Company. Not had this one. Very nice cap. I'll end up saving that and putting that one on the fridge. So let's move this row of cans around back here. Set that up right where y'all can see it. And see what's next in the box. This is a big box. Another bottle here. Let's see if we can get the top off of this. We've got every one of these wrapped exceptionally well. A lot of bubble wrap on the outside of it. Alright. It says, note from Nate says, ready to drink, not boozy. Feel free to cellar if you want. And this is Avery's Samuels, S-A-M-A-E-L-S, Oak Aged Ale. And this is a 14.2%er. Ooh, another monster beer. But he says it's not boozy and it's ready to drink. So, I'm going to take his word for it. I may cellar it for a month or two, but he says it's not boozy. So, let's get this one up there and get the cans down so y'all can see this one. And I have several Big Avery beers downstairs, but I've not seen this one and I do not have this one. So, alright, the next one in the box. Wow, this is a big bottle. Great big bottle. Can't tell if it's a bomber or bigger than a bomber right now. It looks bigger than a bomber. 1 pint, 6 ounce of bomber. Ooh, it's got wax on it. That means high dollar. Got 2013 little sticker pushed in on the wax there so you know the year. This is Boulder's beer, Killer Penguin. It's a barley wine ale at 10% alcohol by volume. There's not a whole lot written on here, so let me read. Dark garnet red in color with undertones of candied fruit. Killer Penguin is an aggressive, full-bodied barley wine style and perfect beer to share among friends. Once a year, we release a very limited amount of Killer Penguin, making this our most rare and sought-after bottled beer. Cheers and enjoy. Your friends at Boulder Beer, Colorado's first microbrewery. So, evidently, these guys have been around for a while. Very nice bottle. The wax on it and everything. That looks like a pricey beer. It really does. So, Nate, thanks for sending that one. I've not had any of these beers. And he probably knows that. He's seen my reviews and knows what I've had. But it's hard to keep up. I don't know if he's watched every one of them. Man, we're up to 1,380, I think, right now. So, sometimes it's hard for me to remember what I had and what I haven't had. So, especially if it wasn't real exciting. I'll forget if I've had it or not. But most of the time I remember. Here lately we've been getting a lot of good beer. When I first started doing it, there wasn't a lot of mediocre beer done. But since then I think a lot of them breweries have changed the recipes and gotten better at what they're doing. This is Insane Rush IPA. And the note says, purchase at the brewery should be fresh. So, this IPA is a perfect balance of malt and hops loaded with flavor. It's perfect for craft enthusiasts looking for a little more cowbell. More cowbell. In your pale ale, alcohol is 7% by volume. Please keep refrigerated. And I will do just that. Got a nice bald eagle on the front with a little bit of tribal graphics around it. Very nice. Very nice looking beer. So let me slide this one around to the back here and get this bigger one up there where y'all can see it. Very nice graphics on this bottle here. And this may be the final one in the box here. Another big one. Well, monster beer package from Nate. Nate, very awesome. And he told me he was going to ship me another package. But he didn't tell me what he was going to ship. So, like I said, pretty much know he's watched a lot of the beer reviews and knows what I've reviewed. And a lot of this stuff may be local to the Denver area only. I don't know what the distribution is on these beers. And if he's picking some of these up at the brewery, they might not be available anywhere else other than the brewery. And a lot of breweries do that. They'll do something that's exclusively available there only, and they don't distribute it out anywhere. So it says this will make up for the hop abomination. This is a 2013 Dry Dock Brewing Signature Cherries Blythe's Barley Wine Ale aged in whiskey barrels for 7 months. 10.5% alcohol by volume. Wow. Malty and complex, this big beer has a strong caramel backbone supporting oak and whiskey flavors with hints of dark fruits. The nose wafts coconut, toffee, and smooth hint of alcohol. The flavor and aroma merge, becoming one just after a single sip. There is a touch of bitterness, and it will age nicely. Small Brewing Company of the Year 2009 Great American Beer Festival, GABF. Wow, and this is from Dry Dock. So, set that up where y'all can see it. Good looking bottle. Nice label. And I think that's it. I think that's the last one that's in there. Yep, don't see anything else or feel anything else in the box, guys. So, monster beer package from Nate this time. And like I said, this is the second one that he sent me. So Nate, thanks a bunch, brother. I do appreciate it. All these look like they're going to be very awesome and tasty beers. So let's get them chilled down and get them in the fridge. So let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys.